Hey guys, it's Monday. Wait. Where's the intro? Oh wait, there it was! See, 'cause I actually put the intro in. I'm not actually going to ask a question this week, I'm just going to be talking and raising points of conversation. If you want to continue the discussion, go right ahead. If you don't, ignore it. Okay, right, first of all, easiest person to address, Johnny. Nice to see Stephanos in your video. We didn't actually get him drunk, that's a shame. You said short as though it made a change. You've only got one video longer than that. You didn't actually raise anything, so that's it really, just a hello and goodbye. Okay, Chris, the only thing I can think to talk about, referencing your video, that I'm not intending to already say elsewhere, is about the LHC. Now, that's gotten a lot of bad rep and a lot of really weird hype. Essentially, there's about a 1 in 500 million chance that it could go wrong, and the fact that we're still standing here suggests that it in fact did not go wrong. However, the fact we haven't heard anything more about it suggests it didn't go right either. Because if it goes right, it proves the Big Bang Theory right and religion wrong, which would be awesome. The worst case scenario is a mini black hole sucks in humanity, we all die. But that's a very low chance of happening. Best chance of happening was that the Big Bang is proven right, religion proven wrong, which would make my day. It would make my year, in fact. But the fact that there's been no more about it suggests that maybe that's not going to happen. The reason it got such a bad rep was because of the nutjob scientists that originally came up with the idea. Really discredited whack job, who said it was his idea first. So that just made everyone not like the idea. But apparently we're not all dead, so maybe it wasn't such a bad idea. That's about it for you, Chris. Moving on to Daniel and Carla, which are going to take a very, very long time. I figure let's do the guest first. So, Carla. First of all, I'd like to suggest to people that Carla would make a brilliant permanent Wednesday, and the fact she hasn't got a normal YouTube account is quite disheartening. I think she ought to get one. But yeah, for the time being, we're still doing random Wednesdays. We haven't sorted anything about that out yet. By the way, mackerel has no meaning. The word is mackerel, and mackerel is a fish. We called it Project Mackerel simply because we were brainstorming ideas and someone came up with Project Mackerel. It was that or Bambi Open Season. Personally, I wanted Bambi Open Season, but the others didn't. There's no real meaning behind the word mackerel. As for what Project Mackerel is, as you said quite rightly, it's simply for us to keep in touch. No more, no less. You said about replacing people with machines. Unfortunately, that's happening, and it's going to happen as robots and machines get more intelligent. Although that's fake intelligence. They're not actually intelligent at all. They're only as intelligent as they're programmed to be. And you can't program complete intelligence. So machines can never completely replace humans, unfortunately, for the robots. Quite good for us, though. You said that we're becoming too much of an island. Little difficult. We are an island. I like my me space. I like the fact that our country is itself rather than part of a whole, as people seem to want it to be. I don't want to be part of a whole. I want to be me and away from the rest of the world. I want it to be my place to live, if you know what I mean. By the way, we don't measure in inches, stones and feet. This country has been metric for 30 years. Right? Now this annoys me because basically, when we joined the European Union in 1973, we were told that we would have to change over to the metric system. We were like, yeah, and we started using it. It was then put off to replace imperial measurements until 2000. Well, it's been put off to 1996, then 1999, then 2009, and now it's put on indefinite hold. I don't care. I mean, legally, we have to use metric measurements, but we can use imperial measurements alongside that. I don't see what the problem is. I don't use feet, inches, stones, miles, whatever, because the metric system is intelligent. It seems the right way to go. But if people want to use imperial measurements, so what? Sorry, Carla, I think you're wrong there. What else? Oh yeah, your question. When you started that, I'm going to get a new laptop soon, I thought that was going to turn into a techie question. And for a minute there, I thought, no, that's not what Project Mackerel is for. But then you turned it into an actual really good question. There's an old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Or rather, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but that's grammatically incorrect. And the idea is that if it doesn't need to be replaced, you shouldn't replace it. Technology companies throw this out the window because simply, as technology advances, stuff can be replaced and made more powerful. If you buy a computer today, by next month it'll be obsolete. I mean, my laptop's 6 months old. You can get laptops with triple the specs now at the same price as I paid for it. And it's simply because they can make money. That's all it is. People who say that money does not make the world go round don't know how the world works. It's money, and that's it. It's as simple as that. So thank you very much for doing the video, by the way, Carla. That was a brilliant video, and I'm glad for the conversation topics. Now I've got about 3.5 minutes to deal with Daniel. Okay, Daniel, here we go. First of all, there was a noise in the background at your start. A beep, 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 beep. That was really annoying. Can you not do that again? Also, camera runs out of batteries. Cameras run out of batteries. Don't whine. It's really childish. My sister being in the background of my video was not a ploy to gain more views. It was because I was left literally holding the baby. And no, I hate all children. The fact I was left with her was quite an annoyance to me. And if I could have gotten away with tiring her up and locking her in a cupboard, I would have done, believe me. Also, on the subject of ploys to get more views, you had your dog. Woof, 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 woof. You don't think we didn't notice, and we realise it was a ploy. Don't try and pretend otherwise. Carla had her cat. Chris had someone knocking on the door, and John had Stephanos. Now, I seem to be the only one that wasn't deliberately doing it, except maybe Carla. I suppose the cat jumping up there, not entirely her fault. Yeah, so shut up, Daniel. Right. Then you've got you told Johnny that his Lee Evans joke was unnecessary, and because it's stolen, he shouldn't have done it. Your dentist rant reeks of Ed Burns' dental hygienist sketch, and I realise you may not have intended for it to, but you've heard the sketch, and I think you picked that up and did it unintentionally. So you're as bad as Johnny. Ha. Also, you can get a mortgage at 18, but as you said, why would you want them? Benefits. I'm surprised that you encourage people to take advantage of benefits. You always seemed like someone who would want you to, make your own way. That surprised me quite a lot, actually. But if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I don't really care. Now, the EU. I've made it quite clear in the past that I don't like the idea of the EU. I don't like the whole idea of togetherness. I think we get along a lot better on our own, and we'd be in a much better economical position on our own. Enough said. The euro, you said it's weak. It is weak, but the pound is getting weaker progressively. As Chris correctly noted, we were up against the dollar by $2 to a pound this time last year. Now it's $1.75 to a pound, which is a massive drop. And we are in economic decline. There's not much that could be done about that to make it worse by getting the euro. Don't get me wrong, I don't want the euro, but it couldn't possibly make things much worse. I believe that's everything. Yes, I think so. Okay, I've spent the better part of 1.5 hours doing this video. I've got less than a minute before I run out of time, and I actually have to go and pick up my brother from school. I cannot believe how long this has taken me. I've trimmed an hour, well, no, like half an hour's worth of video down to 10 minutes at the moment. Right, I'm not going to be doing a video on my channel today, possibly not for most of the week. It depends when my house is next free. I'll see you all next Monday, although I'll be making an appearance tomorrow because Daniel's got me putting his video up because he's in New York. So that's it, really. Okay, so bye. You'll see me putting up Daniel's video tomorrow, and then I'll see whoever we rope into being Wednesday on Wednesday. Bye.